voila, I know it's different. I know it's new. I know it's out of the extraordinary. I know you've not seen this face before. But before I proceed, I am your very extraordinary, new but not fresh to this system, the ugly. And I mean, I'm your favorite boy. You have no other choice but to love me. So I know we're starting something new. We're starting something classy. We're starting something with so much taste and different. So today we have a very wonderful topic that has been roaming in your head, something you've been thinking about, something you wanted to talk about but you cannot. So this is the platform for you. The name of this podcast is Let's Talk. So we're going to be having like a conversation with you and us. So with me, of course, I'm not alone. I cannot have a discussion alone, of course. So I have a guest with me. He's not a guest, he's the owner of the show. I am the guest, but you know, he just gave his boy the opportunity to like introduce the show to you. So I have with me your own very own Jamal.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm happy you actually turned up for me on this show today. I'm very, very grateful. Yeah,
I should be the one that is happy for the platform. Anywho, so today we have a wonderful topic.
Yes,
but before we get into it, I would like us to do like a formal introduction.
Yes,
like I said earlier, I am the ugly, your favorite boy.
And I am Jamal, as you all know.
So we're doing something new, something very, very new, something out of the extraordinary, something you've never really thought about, we could talk about on this particular podcast. Do not forget, before we dive into this particular topic, do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel,
Jamal TV.
Yes, and let's do this. Let's talk, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like the podcast says.
Yeah.
So today we're going to be having something new, something fresh. We're going to be talking about landlords. Yes, you heard me. Landlords. And I mean, there's some landladies too. So let's just say landlords / landladies.
Yeah.
So
because the landlords are doing the most thing in Nigeria now, because they are really choking the tenants, like for real.
I mean, yeah, you choke,
so
like our brother would say.
The topic for today's podcast is, what are the biggest pain points of landlords and tenants?
Well, it's a lot. Trust me. So before we get into this right now, get your popcorns, because it's going to be like a lot for us to discuss. Yes. I mean, I don't know if I should go first.
You can go first. You can go first.
Okay. For me, there's quite a lot. I don't know if I should start from the do's and don'ts.
Let's start from the do's and don'ts, so it will be formal.
Okay.
Let's start from the do's and don'ts.
Okay. So I'll start with landlords, right?
Yeah.
I'll say you guys are doing an amazing job, but for some landlords, I'll use the TIFF word. Yes, if you don't know what that is, I'll spell it out for you. It's thief. So some landlords, I would say you guys are thieves.
Okay.
You know, making life unbearable for the tenants and everything. I know the system is bad. And I'm not trying to like pull you guys down on that. But you know, I've come to realize that most landlords these days, I know it's too fresh for me to just start giving them bars, bro.
Yes.
But then, I mean, it is what it is.
Some landlords in the comment section, they will feel uncomfortable with it.
Well, I feel like if you feel uncomfortable, then you are the problem.
Okay.
Because you are the ones I'm talking to right now. Anything that makes you feel, yes, you know, they say the truth is bitter.
Yeah, sure.
And it's only when you drink agbo you can squeeze your face.
Yeah, sure.
You cannot be taking ice cream and be squeezing your face. It's agbo. So I am here to give you each and every one of you, the bad plants, a cup of agbo. So anyways, why I called this landlord thieves, you know, you come out and say, oh, you don't want, quote and unquote, a Yahoo boy in your house, but your rent is 3 million naira. How do you expect a 9 to 5 person to afford the rent of 3 million naira? I mean, so, I'll throw that question to you, so you let us know in our comment section.
Yeah, sure.
Because the minimum wage is, let me just say they said 70,000 naira.
Okay.
How many companies pay their, staffs 70,000 naira?
How many companies even owe their staffs a lot of money that they are yet to pay, which they are not ready to pay it.
Let me give you an example.
Because of the situation of the country.
So for a man that has 4 kids, right? 4 children, and his minimum wage is 70,000 naira.
Yeah, sure.
A bag of rice is nothing to write home about. How much is a bag of rice in your area?
About 80,000 naira or something.
In your own area, right?
Yeah, sure.
When you guys watching, what is the price of bag of rice in your area? Let us know in the comment section.
Yeah.
You know, aside that, foodstuffs has gone over the roof, and then you're increasing the price of rent. So imagine a man paying 3 million naira for a 2-bedroom apartment. And
even before going to rent, transportation from home to work each and every day costs a lot. Before you could, okay, I want to pay rent, I want to do stuff like this. So I mean, it's crazy already. Yeah, sure.
It's crazy. So I want to go back to the statement I made about calling this landlord thieves, right? Because if you do that and you say you don't want criminals in your house, who are you renting these houses to? Who is paying 3 million naira for rent? It's a discussion I want to have with you guys, you know. So go ahead.
For instance, there was an issue like about a couple of years back. A landlord rented an apartment to a lady, and the lady furnished the house to her own taste, like tiled everywhere, painted everywhere to her own taste, a top notch. And couple of maybe not up to a year, the landlord just came out of increment on the house, like for just an outrageous increment, and demanded that if the lady did not pay the amount, she should move out.
Right.
And the lady said she is not going to pay this amount, and what she did was that she destroyed everything she did in that apartment. Like all the things she bought in that apartment, she destroyed everything, to the extent that even you, the landlord, would never do that to someone else.
Right.
Because what she has put into that house to make it her taste is outrageous. It's over what an ordinary person can do, and it is a lady. So me putting myself in that kind of shoe, that I rented an apartment and an outrageous increment just came in out of nowhere, and you expect to just pay it, or you tell me that I should move out if I'm not going to pay that amount, is weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. So most landlords do that most of the time. I won't say most of the time, but I've seen landlords that do that. They've done that to me also while I was in school. My landlord just came to me and said, I should move out if I'm not paying this kind of amount this next year. And I was like, you can't ask me to pay this amount. You never gave me a notice before that, but notice that I should pay this amount. But normally in Nigeria, if you have used 2 years in the house, what you're supposed to do is the landlord is supposed to let you use 2 years before the increment. But I've not used up to 2 years. I used just only 1 year and a half, and she told me I should pay this amount increment out of nowhere. So most people in Nigeria, most people in Lagos are facing that kind of situation right now. So to you, what do you think most people should do, and the landlords also should do?
Well, I would, in as much as I do not agree to what she did, demolishing the whole thing.
The whole thing she did.
Well, so a lot of people, before they are landlords, they are humans.
Yeah.
You know? So I would say quite a number of people are wicked, because it's just pure wickedness. I came across a video while walking on the street of Instagram, and then I saw this lady that demolished a shop she recently rented. And
I saw that as well.
All of a sudden the landlord came and said they wanted to use the shop. It's uncalled for. People spend a lot of money trying to create these spaces to make it convenient for them. And like for her, she rented a shop, so I'm sure she spent a ton of money trying to make this place very, good, convenient for herself and her clients. So you coming to tell this client, this person, that you want to use your shop, I think there should be laws against this.
There are actually laws against that.
So now what I would say is we should need to find a ground or a space where we can educate our viewers about the laws of tenancy in Lagos State. Because currently we're in Lagos. So we want to use that as a
case of study.
Yes, to educate you, our viewers, about your rights of being a tenant in a space. Well, don't get us twisted. We're not saying all landlords are bad. I've come across landlords that are, well-to-do. They make sure while you stay in the apartment, you are very, very comfortable. So while at it, I think the bad always outshadows the good.
Sure.
People always see the bad. Most of the time. The bad always outshadows the good. So me personally, I would say if you're a tenant and something like that happens to you, please walk your way to the court, sue for damages. Because why I said I would not agree with this lady is because, one, she used the money to get these things she's destroying. Believe it or not, she's running at a loss. Even if she's going to sell everything she put in that shop, she will not get the exact amount she used, or she used in establishing that space. So I would not advise that you go damaging people's apartments and houses. Rather, you take it to court. So there's a story I came across online, which says Mr. and Mrs. Sarah, this is it. Sarah, a young professional rents a cozy apartment from Mr. Johnson.
However, a living situation quickly turns into a nightmare. The faucet leaks, the heaters breaks, and pest infects the kitchen. Despite numerous complaints, Mr. Johnson ignores her ignores her. So, in that kind of situation, I'm not done with the story yet. In that kind of situation, most landlord or landlady, they do that.
Mhm.
Whereby tenant files complaint about so cases and they don't really take care of it.
Okay, well, like I said before, we are in a system where we don't even know our rights.
Yeah.
As you know, tenants and whatnot. So, in regards to that, I've like I said, I've been in apartments where the landlord is amazing. Whatever complaints you have, they fix it immediately. While I've lived in an apartment where for good 8 months we had no electricity. The system they had a very nonchalant system where. So first thing I would like to say is we're in a world, or we're in a space where the human life don't matter. We don't love ourselves as humans. Like I said before they are landlords, they were humans.
Yeah.
So if you can put the life of another human in jeopardy, then you're a terrible person. Sometimes I don't feel like everybody should be a landlord.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't feel
all
like
of us can be a landlord.
Yes, it's a thing. It's work. So in as much as I said they are terrible landlords, they're also good landlords. And if you are to work with them, you see that there is no much profit in having a house or a home that is rented. Because you literally spend almost everything you get
on it,
on fixing this, fixing that. But this is where you come to an agreement with a tenant, making them understand the cost of fixing this and that, so they can understand. And then about the increments of rent, I think these landlords are going overboard. This time around, I noticed that landlords are going over 100% increment without prior notice. And if I'm going to go by Jimmy Abuaje, he's a lawyer.
that lawyer.
Yeah, he said something that if your lawyer, your landlord does not give you like prior notice before price increment, you can sue. You can sue. So I know a lot of landlords will not like this. But
I heard him talking about old money or new money.
Yeah,
for people living around Ikoyi, stuff like that. They have segment of which they do. Maybe they are on old money, or I don't really get that side.
Yeah. So basically, what he was trying to say is that there's the island and there's the mainland. I mean, for me, I feel like it's a fallacy. It's just a stereotype.
Okay.
Because we're not getting into that right now.
Okay.
Because if we do, that's a 3-day stop. Because everybody is just practicing the westernized culture. Mind your business. When flood is killing them in their houses. But that's by the way. That's not what we're here for. So I mean, us living in mainland, the system is already hard enough. Don't make life harder for us.
Sure.
This is a direct message to you landlords and landladies out there. I know you guys are doing a wonderful job, doing a good job, with everything that is happening. Whatever problem it is, you want to put it on your tenant.
Yeah.
Gary, the price of Gary goes up, you put it on your tenant. Anything that just happens, the money you put it on your tenant. It's uncalled for. It's not nice. Let's be considerate. Let's know that these people are human before they became your tenants.
Yes.
Sure. So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, and again, to our viewers that are being biased on some questions, like how can landlords and tenants build trust and establish a positive relationship among each other?
So I mean, there's been a system that everybody has been using lately, which is involving a lawyer. So I noticed that some people just bring in lawyer to frighten their tenants. Just I'll call the lawyer, I'll call the lawyer, yada 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 yada. That's not the idea of a lawyer. The idea of a lawyer is a mediator, somebody you go to talk to whilst there is a situation or there's a problem. So this lawyer will find a solution
to what's going on in
yes. So that's what I think. There should be a mediator between you, the landlord, and the tenant. And this person should be able to fix whatever problem there is. Not just using this person as a threat form to threaten your tenant.
Yeah, sure.
So that's what I feel. That's my take.
Yeah. So I want to put myself in our audience shoes, like what they might be going through.
Right.
Like what they might feel like, okay, we should talk about. So I have one question for you. So how do you balance maintaining property value with keeping rentals income? That was one. What are the most frustrating issues you experience with your landlord or rental property? That's two. And general question: how can landlords and tenants improve communication to prevent conflict? Let's based on that one first. How can landlords and tenants improve communication to prevent conflict?
Okay, so I should start with this last question. Okay, like I said before, have a mediator.
Okay.
Because a lot of landlords, excuse my French, so I just spoke Yoruba. Like that unquote means in my own house. I need landlords to understand that the second you put this house for rent and then there's a rental, it's no longer your place until the rent is due. It's just like a rental car. The second the car is rented, it's no longer yours until the time exudes or elapses. So the second, I want landlords to understand that rented apartment is rented, like it's like you're renting out your own rights until the time elapses.
For the meantime, the power and the authority is not within your capacity anymore.
Yes, basically that's what I'm trying to say. So landlords need to respect that.
Okay.
Because I noticed some landlords quote and unquote, just barge into your house. They don't give you the respect. Like that's why I see a lot of tenants saying, I don't want house with landlord, they leave.
Yeah, sure,
you know,
sure.
Because these landlords don't respect privacy. The second they rent out their apartments, they don't understand the privacy that comes with renting out your stuff. And then again, I feel like most of these tenants needs to learn to respect the rules and regulations of these landlords, because for every apartment it comes with the rules and reg. Everything that needs to grow or needs to be maintained needs to have a rules and regulations. So as a landlord, make sure you provide the rules and regulations for your apartment, and then please, as a tenant, do well to go by those rules and regulations.
Okay. Second question: what are the most frustrating issues you've experienced with your landlords?
Me, personally, I wouldn't say my landlord has insomnia, or because it's not even a landlord. I'm not trying to be a stereotype or anything.
Wow,
it's a landlady, and I would say she has stressed me so much that sometimes I don't even know how to. I feel like I can communicate with anybody but her, because I've tried the easy way. I won't say the hard way, because I can't think of any hard way, because it's a house. So if something happens in the house, it takes her 6 months to respond. I don't mean that literally. I mean that like specifically. It takes her 6 months to respond. She ignores my calls, ignores my texts. I feel like she's just one of those people that likes to make you do your worst. And she's someone that bridges privacy a lot. That's why I spoke on privacy earlier on. So she calls you, she puts words in your mouth and records without your consent. You just see her carrying her phone and then putting her video somewhere and making you say things. For those of you that don't know how to speak Yoruba, it's you that said that you will do this thing. I didn't say it. You told me to say it so you can record me without my consent. So those are some challenges. Her call to bar, like her call to order, is very, very poor. She does not come when requested for. You call for things to be handled or attended to. She's no show up. So those are some of the issues. Her communication skills is very poor. Everything has to do with respect. Need respect. Need like for those of you that don't understand you, right? You don't have respect. You don't have regard for others. So I don't necessarily think we need all that. I am a very respectful person.
In that case, I believe all those old landlord and landlady, that's having people's fear, like your tenants, they don't care about their privacy. Maybe they don't really do that.
You see, that's where a mediator comes in.
They don't really do that.
That's why I say they need the lawyer.
They believe they are old enough to do and undo to you because you are younger than them.
Exactly. Forgetting that for there's a law. There's something called the tenancy law in Lagos. So I think by the end of this video, we'll be dropping a video that will educate you on your tenancy rights.
Sure.
In Lagos, Nigeria, or in general, like Nigeria at large. So that's why a mediator comes in, somebody that is well spoken and spoken for. Like the lawyer can speak for them to us, and they can speak for us to them. So this lawyer should know how to speak to them, and then speak.
The lawyer should understand our own part
Yes.
what we are going through, what we are facing.
Exactly.
To explain to them that this and this and this is not supposed to be done this way.
Exactly.
So
yeah, that's what
people
I
should
think.
know how to do
Mediator,
that.
Yeah. What's the last question?
You said you want to buttress some points about your team badges.
Yeah, instead of doing that, right, I'll just let them watch the video for themselves so they
Okay.
can, get the information there.
So thank you for staying tuned to this point. I really, really appreciate you. You have anything to say to them?
I mean, thank you, but no thank you. What have you been doing? You did not even give me your comments and views. What? Like, tell me what you think about the whole situation. Don't be quiet. Nobody's going to do it for you. Stand up now. Let us know what your landlord and landlady have done for you. Get to read your story.
Sure.
And then, share your thoughts. What's really going on with you right now? What do you think the landlord and tenant situation is like in your environment? And last but not the least, what is the price of Gary in your area? I am really interested.
I beg. I won't buy.
So just let us know in the comments. I mean, do well to share this to those landlords that needs to hear this.
Even if your landlord has to share it to him or him or her.
Ladies too, landladies. Share it to them. Let them know that this is how to treat matters and how to take measures. And please don't do anything crazy. Don't take measures into your hands.
Yeah. Because those people I will call my landlord to stuff like that. Because
this guy was a landlord before.
that's the thing that ends every year. Okay, I'm moving out of this place, so you must go to court. If you rent a house from those elderly people, those old persons, not worry. I'm a court.
So anywho, this is where we bring this particular segment, this episode to a close. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was interactive enough for you. So I remain your humble host, the Ugly, and my very co-host here,
Jamal. So thank you for staying tuned. I really love you. Continue to share, continue to comment, continue to subscribe. I love you all.
Peace and love. Bye.